Hey there. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Sean Miller, and this is going to be a WoW 2020 Week 20 feature challenge walkthrough. So, uh, Tableau just released recently version 2020.3, excuse me, 2020.2, and one of the many new features that came out with this release were the new set controls. So there's several new things that we can do with sets now that are really going to add to our overall user experience for our users and really kind of put some additional power into our users' hands. So the challenge that I set forth was basically learning how to use these new set controls. And so this video is going to be a kind of a deep dive into how those new set controls work. So, very simple dashboard. We'll just walk through how it works. Right now you can see how do these states contribute to the total. So click on the states to add it to the proportional set. So if I click on New Mexico, as you can see, it's adding that to the set. You can see the numbers update up here in the KPI, and you can also see New Mexico is added over here on the right sidebar along with an X. And you can see that if I want to remove that, then I can just come over here and I can click Illinois, and Illinois goes away. You can see Illinois is no longer purple. This also works not just with single clicks. You can also click and drag to select multiple, and as you can see, that adds multiple states to the proportional set, and likewise we can select and drag multiple states to remove. So how did we do this? Well, it's a very simple map. I don't think I need to go too much into the map, but exactly how to build it, but I will talk about basically if I go in here and I'm gonna hide, I don't need that, and let's hide all my unused fields, and you can see not a whole lot of fields that are being used, really only one dimension whatsoever. So now what we are going to talk about is we created this state set, and if we look at that set, basically it's just all of our states, and we put in whichever we just select a few to kind of build out our interactivity. Now, so that's how we get that's it. I mean, this is a normal set control. If you've been dealing with set control or set actions, excuse me, if you've been dealing with set actions for a while, this is pretty straightforward. Nothing has changed. The way that you set these up, nothing changes. Create a set, and then figure out, how to put those in and out of the set. For this right sidebar here, very, very simple. I have my in and out of state set, and I've filtered it to only show what is in the set. And then I have the actual name of the state. And then in order to get if you think about highlight tables, you know that this is a really cool trick that I learned. So if I remove these, you'll notice that if I expand this out, you can see that what I get is I don't get a lot of separation here, right? And that's because this is a square mark, and I have my size set. If I reduce my size, you can see this is not really what I wanted, right? So I'm going to expand my size. So the way that I got this to work is I just add two blank headers on columns and rows, just like that. And then I can just hide those, just like that. And then I can just play with the size. And then once I get to the size that I need, then I have everything that I need, which is really, really, really cool. Okay, and then in my text field, I'm just duplicating the actual state, and then I just put this little X to kind of, you know, make it look like you can just remove that member from the set. Again, trying to improve the user experience and the in the UI user interface. So very, very simple stuff. I've not done anything I've not done anything new. If you've been using sets and set actions, nothing here has changed. But now that we have our dashboard, we can now go to dashboard. We're going to go to actions, and we now see we have two set actions, one to add, one to remove. And basically what you're going to notice in the new set action console or dialog box is you now have some additional actions. So I select my state map. That's the state that I want to click to be able to add values to the set. So you see you have three options here: assign values to the set, add values to the set, and remove values from the set. Now, let's talk about the difference between assign values and add values. The legacy set action was only assign, and they didn't have that. They didn't have that language, that verbiage there, but that's essentially what it was doing. If I were to change this to just assign, it would just be one state, one click. That's all you get. But with add, we're basically able to, we're able to append dimension members into the set. And then what do we want to do when we clear the selection? We just want to keep whatever set values are there. You could, again, these haven't changed, but we're going to keep the values because obviously we don't want to, if I click this and then I click out in the map, I don't want all of the states to be included, or I don't want all of the states to be added. I just want to keep whatever I selected. So that's why we have keep set values there. And then the other one is the remove state. And as you can see, when you click on members in set, which is this right sidebar sheet here, whenever you click on a dimension member by select, we are going to remove those values from the set. And then we will continue to just keep that set. We'll just keep the set values after I remove, and it'll just stay that way until I either add or remove dimension members to the set. And that's really all there is to it. It's really pretty simple, which is pretty great. So now we can kind of go in here and we can add and we can remove. And as you can see, if I click on Iowa, that adds it to the set. If I click on it again, no change, nothing, because it's already added to the set. So a lot of really cool use cases for this. Really excited to see what people can do. I've already seen several really innovative examples of how people are using set controls and these new set actions. One was actually given Viz of the Day recently, where essentially you're able to. They were looking at the Electoral College map for the United States and being able to see which ones add, by clicking on a state, you can see how many votes that could add or remove from a particular party. So from a particular candidate. So really, really cool. And I think the use case for these new add and remove is it's going to allow your users to more easily and intuitively do what-if analysis, which is going to be really, really powerful. So you can basically build a dashboard where users will be able to add or remove one or many dimension members from a set in order to do some really cool, in-depth, deep dive what-if analysis. So really, really excited to see where this goes. So, but that's really it. Like I said, nothing nothing too crazy. Pretty simple. Really powerful, and can't wait to see what everyone does with this. So. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to this channel, Hipster Viz Ninja, and we'll be seeing you soon. Go forth and viz.